Hi everyone, I'm sorry for starting later today compared to the usual. I had another event before this, so I'll quickly get started on our book tonight. It's called Wake Me Up at Happyland. This is a very interesting book. It's actually got no words in it, almost no words till right at the end. So I'm going to read it based on my interpretation of this book. And you can also share your views with me after I finish reading this book. The book starts off with this gentleman here. He's the main character, okay? He's boarding a train. Now, that's him right there. He's in a train with fellow passengers. Now, what's he going to do? He takes out a piece of paper from his suitcase and he writes, "Wake me up at Happyland." What does that mean? He's going on a journey, right? And he holds his sign. The sign says, "Wake me up at Happyland," and then he goes to sleep. Yeah, he holds a sign. He's concerned that he will miss his stop, Happyland. His destination is Happyland. So he holds up a sign that says, "Wake me up at Happyland." That's him on the train with all the passengers. He's still holding the sign and he's sleeping. His eyes are not open. And this next scene, he's at a train station. He's still sleeping and he's holding the sign that says, "Wake me up at Happyland." So the old man is on a journey, yeah? And on this page, he's in one of these cars. There he is. He's still sleeping. His eyes are closed. His eyes are closed. He's not paying attention to what's happening around him. And he's still holding the sign, "Wake me up at Happyland." He wants people to tell him, Happyland is a destination. He keeps his eyes closed throughout the journey. There he is, trying to hitch a ride, right, in this direction. He's trying to hitch a ride from the car. He's holding the sign, "Wake me up at Happyland." Oh, and there he is, sitting here with the sign, "Wake me up at Happyland." His eyes are still closed. This is an airport terminal. He's on the tram. There he is, with his eyes closed, still with the sign, "Wake me up at Happyland." On a train. This is on a tram, in Hong Kong. His eyes are closed. He goes to a carnival. And his eyes are still closed there. And he's still holding the sign, "Wake me up at Happyland." He's missing out all the fun around him. There he is, still holding the sign. His eyes are closed. And he's on the boat. He has used so many different modes of transportation. He's going to so many different places, but his eyes are closed. And he's holding the sign, "Wake me up at Happyland." Still trying to get to Happyland, but his eyes are closed. There he is, on top of the haystack, the lovely children running after, a beautiful scene around him. His eyes are closed. Beautiful unicorn in front of him. His eyes are closed. Oh, he's at a game arcade, still holding the sign, "Wake me up at Happyland." His eyes are still closed. In a caravan, still his eyes are closed. He's not paying attention to what's happening around him. There he is, still holding the sign. His eyes are closed. He cannot see the people around him. Doesn't enjoy the fun. That's him, beautiful field of sunflowers, and he's on a bicycle. Yeah, still with the sign, still waiting for people to wake him up when he reaches Happyland. Yeah, he's still looking forward, but his eyes are closed throughout the journey. Oh, look at this, a beautiful sight. There he is on the swing, but he's not enjoying it. His eyes are still closed. Beautiful lanterns in the air, and he's there on the bicycle, yes, with these lovely children there watching the lanterns. His eyes are closed. He's still holding on to the sign. He's on a hot air balloon, yet another mode of transport. He has tried so many modes of transport. He has been on the train, he's been on a tram, he's been on a car, and now he's on a hot air balloon, and his eyes are still closed. Look at the beautiful scenery around him. He's not appreciating it. He's even on a horse or a donkey, you know, with newlyweds in front of him. And he's still holding the sign that says, "Wake me up at Happyland." Day, evening, night. He isn't paying attention. He's even on a sleigh. Still, his eyes are closed. He's on a camel in a desert. Beautiful sight. His eyes are closed. He's gone to India. I think his eyes are closed, still waiting for Happyland to appear. He's back on the train. He's made like a huge trip around the world on so many different vehicles, traveled to so many great places, saw so many interesting people, and people are enjoying themselves around him. There's beautiful scenery. His eyes are still closed. There he is, still holding on to his sign, "Wake me up at Happyland." Still waiting to get to Happyland. And then he felt a little girl tugging at his sleeve, and he rubs his eyes. "Are we going to Happyland?" says the little girl. "Daddy, Mommy, we are going to Happyland," shouts the little girl, and she runs towards her daddy and mommy. His eyes open up. To the dreamers, the wanderers, the Happyland seekers. Remember, all it takes is a drop of light to brighten up your universe. Behind every tear is a smile to discover. He's a happy man now. And in every little thing, there's a happy land awaiting. Now, my children, do you understand what the story is trying to say? The author writes, "I write this story to serve as a reminder to myself that happiness is within us and all around us, that it exists in the small things so long as we are willing to see it. See, happiness is right in front of you, if only you're willing to open your eyes and see." Now let me take you back to some of the scenes you have seen in this book. When the old gentleman had his eyes closed and he missed out on all the happiness that was around him. See, when he was at the airport terminal, father and child, they were so eagerly waiting for their suitcase, yeah? But there's so many happy moments that you can enjoy together. And this, at the carnival, so many happy families around him. Look, a mommy carrying a baby. So much happiness around us. And this scene here, he's on a boat looking for Happyland, but beside him, a loving couple. And even Mummy Duck and little ducks, yeah, a family. And here, little children running after the hay, a stack of hay, and their papa is here. Such a beautiful sight of a unicorn, but his eyes were closed. So my children, Happyland is not a destination that we look forward to and we go on a journey for, that is the final destination. Happiness is all around us, in the little moments, in the time that you spend with your parents. So I'll end off with this ticket. You see this ticket here? It comes with the book. The old man says, "Wake me up at Happyland." But look at the bottom of that ticket. And in every little thing, there's a Happyland awaiting. This is the bookmark that comes with the book. I hope you've enjoyed the story. And I hope that this school holidays, you enjoy all the time you have with your parents. Happyland is within us, in every little things around us. Happiness is around us. So treasure those moments. Thank you and good night.